All barricades erected, area locked down.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is TheGamingSofa here, bringing you some Spec Ops: The Line online gameplay, and I've been warned about the online component of this game. It's been called the most boring and the most generic online component to have come out in the past year. So I was a bit worried about that, but regardless, I bought the game, and I bought this game solely for the single player. I've heard great things about the story. I heard that the story is really good, and that the morality decisions that you have to make in this game are really hard to make. So that's the only reason I got this game, solely for the single player. Although I am quite a big online gamer, I didn't really care for the online of this game. Again, only reason I bought this game was for the single player, and that was the thing I was only gonna focus on. I only planned on playing 1 or 2 matches of the online, and I got the game, and I actually ended up playing about 4 matches, roughly 4 matches, 4 or 5, and after playing the 4 or 5 matches, I tend to agree with what people are saying about this online. This online is really boring, and it is generic. It's a very generic online, and I don't see myself playing it at all. I think those 4 or 5 games, I think that's gonna be the only games I ever play in this game. And one of the big reasons on why this game is really generic is the fact that there's nothing interesting at all in this online. You have your typical loadouts. You can choose your loadouts. You can take cover. You can aim and you can shoot. That's about it. You do have grenades, but I think I only used grenades about 3 times, mainly because grenades really, they do little to no damage. They do almost no damage whatsoever. So I never found the need to actually use grenades. Usually, even when I see someone from a distance, 2 shots to the head and they're dead. So that I haven't really used grenades at all. And there's also, again, as I said, there's nothing interesting in the online games like Call of Duty. They'll have kills. They have kill streaks, and they have gun customizations. They have a lot of stuff to keep the online fresh. Games like Halo, they have armor classes. They have stuff like that. Big online games usually are very clever with their online. They use things to keep the online interesting. This game, it doesn't even try to make anything interesting. I guess you could say that they tried, because they added some things into the map, like they added zip lines and stuff like that, but there's really no point to the zip lines. You can't shoot while you're on the zip line, and the zip lines usually only go for about 2 feet. You don't travel much when you're using the zip lines, so the zip lines are just kind of there. They're pretty useless. I haven't used the zip lines much, because whenever I use a zip line, I usually end up getting shot from someone who sees me on the zip line, and since I can't shoot back, I end up dying. So the zip lines for me they're useless. I don't really see the need for the zip lines, and that's pretty much. I think that's the only thing in this game that they added to make it remotely interesting. There's nothing else that's really interesting about this online. It's just your typical cover and shoot. It's your typical cover and shoot. So I really don't see myself investing too much time into the online of this game. I think the 4 or 5 matches that I played, I think that's probably gonna be it. But again, I got this game for the single player. I've heard the single player was great. This game got great reviews. The only reason I'm guessing is because or the main reason why I didn't get like a perfect 10 out of 10 or like 9.5, 9.75. It's probably because of the multiplayer, because in the reviews I read, they always mention how bad the multiplayer was. So I'm guessing that's the main reason why this game didn't get perfect scores. So those are my thoughts on the online component of this game. I really didn't like it. I found it generic. I found it boring. But the single player is where this game is at, I hear. So I'm very excited to start playing the single player. And that's about it. So thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And take care.